What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. And whatever happened to that border takeover that was supposed to happen? Remember, they were like, all these immigrants are coming. Oh no, they're gonna take over. There's a bunch of Chinese people, a bunch of Ethiopians, too many Haitians, people from South America. Yeah, what happened to the takeover? They don't even talk about it anymore. Is it even a big deal anymore? Like, weren't they sending the military there? And I mean, I'm from Texas, right there at that blue dot. I'm pretty close, and I gotta say, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen no Latinos running through my backyard. Nope, I haven't seen it. And even if they were, I'd be like, hey, y'all, like, need something to eat or, like, drink? It's pretty hot out there. You know what I mean? You know, because I'm a godly man. You know, a godly man. You know, I don't try to spread diversification and hatred and stuff like that. Although I do like making fun of people who are idiots. So I will say that. Or people that are non-believers in the Almighty. You know? So, anyways. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, whatever. I bet you they got to San Antonio right here, right underneath me. And, I don't know, let's say it's a couple of hundred of the enemy. I'm not even going to, like, specify who. Just a couple of hundred of the enemy. No guns, no nothing, right? And then they stopped by in San Antonio. And the population is probably more than this now because this says 2021. So... And then right under there, it says Houston. Little, almost, I'm pretty sure they're at least at 2.5 million now. So, even if we just had torches and pitchforks, I think they had a problem just running into Texas, right? They were like, oh no, this takeover is not going to work out too well. You know what I mean? And then you know what I'm seeing a lot in the news now? Mosquitoes. Yeah, they're talking about mosquitoes here. They're talking about mosquitoes in Florida. They're talking about mosquitoes there and here. And they're like, they have sicknesses. Haven't they always? Either it's malaria or the flu or the... You know what I'm talking about. The one thing that nobody's really talking about anymore. But I have a feeling it's going to make a comeback this winter. Oh, yes, the dark winter. I have a feeling... You used to do that to the birds in the backyard. You just go, right? And then we used to have this bird named Sam. He was one of the, I forget what kind of bird he was, but he was one of those ones with like the yellow cheeks, and he had like a mohawk, right? You go, you do it back. And then I used to have this friend that had this parakeet. I think it was a parakeet, and one of those gray ones, you know, like one of the smartest ones known to man. I think they're from like Africa or something. And we'd always be watching the Spurs game, right? San Antonio Spurs basketball. And he'd go Spurs! And the bird would go Spurs! And then we'd watch the Cowboys. Go Cowboys! You go Cowboys! Oh, and then the crazy part was if you put it on some country music or the blues, the bird would literally whistle to the music. You know what I'm saying? It was the coolest thing ever. But yeah, the ground is shaking a lot. It's been shaking since last night. It's been shaking this morning. And, yeah. It's definitely not over. It's going to come back. I mean, we're getting our... You know, at some point, I said that United States would start getting these earthquakes, and now it's looking like we are, and the weather's getting... And, you know, I just... man... You know, it blows my mind how people can just be like, I'm like, why is it so hot? And they're like, it's the government. I'm like, why is the weather intensifying? They're like, it's the government. I'm like, why is the sun blowing up? They're like, it's the government. And I'm like, why is there earthquakes now? And they're like, it's the government. And I'm like, man, like where's the water going, right? Well, how come we're running out of water? And they're like, it's the government. I'm like, man, it's always the government for everything, isn't it? Another train derailment. It's the government. I'm like, man, with all this, what about, why is there meteors falling? It's the government. It's the Space Force. Oh, man, I'm telling you, the government is the answer for everything. It's crazy. I know. And I'm like, man, these people really think that? Right, right. Why is the sun being eclipsed? It's the government, right? Why is there two suns? It's the government.